How's it going, people? Thanks very much for joining us again today. So, we're going to go through some of the comments that we get on three of our platforms that we post our videos on. This is going to be from Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. I think we got, no, sorry, it'd be YouTube. So, what we're going to do, we do, of course, reply to as many comments as we can. But sometimes we think that comments deserve a little bit more. So we thought, why not do something to show that we do read the comments and that we don't hide comments too. We don't delete and we don't hide them because comments are comments. We've been accused of deleting comments that we don't agree with. Well, the only thing I've done is if people are promoting things like links to pornography, also gambling, we've come across that, and but we have blocked people that are aggressive, and we don't mind you getting into a debate with us. You just have to keep it clean, be nice. Otherwise, we give you a few chances, but we're not going to just sit there and be a punch bag for someone just because you're upset that we've called out your hero, Kim or Thomas Williams. Anyway, let's not waste more time on that. Let's get into what we're going to be talking about today. So let's show the slides. Right, so at the top here, this is the video that where each of the comments are being left on, and this is, of course, the channel. So this first video is Team Bubba member chats with Kim on Telegram. So someone called Viewpoint 2020 has left a comment saying, "It's very simple, Bubba. If you use someone else's name and someone else's image in the title of the video, you are hyping on this image. You yourself have nothing to say to the world. You're just a pooping fly in someone's portrait." Then I think we responded back, and then they've come back and said, she is not what we want. You are still cheap scumbag hyping on her name. So what I don't understand is when someone's been following Kim and Thomas Williams for so many years, become an expert. Yes, of course, we're going to put Kim's name in the title because it's about Kim. I'm not going to put, President Trump in my video if I'm not talking about President Trump. If I wanted to get clickbait, I put things in there that people are going to click on. Wouldn't mind, but we get about 300 or 400 likes, so not even likes, views from Kim's name. That's not a lot, buddy. Yeah, if we were doing that, like I said, we'd be putting in complete, people's names like Joe Biden, this, that, the other, and then when you click on it, it's something completely different. So you need to really think about your comments when you post them. But I get what you're saying. Yes, we've been accused a few times of being obsessed with Kim. But the thing is, like I said, we don't really know that much on people like Charlie Ward and others. So we just focus on the ones that we do know. No one else is talking about Kim doing videos. If there are, then prove us wrong. Stick the links in the comment box below. So thanks for your comment anyway. Seaburns54, the one at the bottom there. Yeah, she has hurt thousands of people with her lies and has hurt our country and the world as well. Pure evil. No, I don't think people really understand how many people are impacted here. the fact that she's behind a paywall, you don't know how many views or how many subscribers she's got. We do. We know how many she's got. We've been told by someone that doesn't really want us to share their name. And I totally understand why. You all know them very well, very well. But for someone that can, even if we said to you that Kim, I said she pulls in a minimum of $100,000 a month just for United News Network. You can work it out yourself, how many she's got. That's a minimum. That's just from one area. And it's most likely the most popular area, of course, is America that she focuses on. Other parts are like Africa. It's very big. Australia. UK's not very that big, but parts of Europe. Poland's massive at the moment, only because of Kim using one of Thomas Williams's old bodies to promote her bullshit over there. But it is pure evil when you don't always see it, because she's just putting things in the news channel. But when you start interacting and you're going into like Telegram groups and getting booted out or removed, after you've been chatting with people for a long time, it's quite hurtful. People do suffer, and so do the families when you're going around telling everybody, oh, Kim's going to do this, and it doesn't happen. You look like a fool. Staying on the same video, but from YouTube, Olympia TV 9RT. Keep going, everything. Keep going. Everything care is being removed. Perfect timing. The public are entitled, knowing they are going down. Shut off. No access to what they have been involved in doing, violating, deceiving, and abusing our lives and the planet, etc. Many thanks for the contributions, Team Bubba. Thank you. Nice comment. And, we could put tons of compliments that we get, but, we're going to try and give you a large variety. If we just put everything in there about, oh, thanks very much, Team Bubba, you'll probably get bored and switch off straight away. So we're going to show you what a good variety of comments that we get. Anyway, you can look up the comments yourself. You don't need us to highlight them a bit. We just thought, let's give people some credibility for, the mindset that they've got, that they're intelligent and they're not falling for any crap. They do a bit of research themselves. So this is why we're doing it. Anyway, so yeah, people are entitled to know what's going down. People might want to believe, I know people that listen to Kim. They don't believe everything she says, but they see it as like a one-stop shop of information. In fact, many people prefer the news bit more than the Kim situation report. But the care thing being removed, Olympia, if you've got any information on that, that'd be very handy. You can send us any information on that via the email address that we put in the description for this video, or just message back. But we believe it's not doing very well because people are just waiting. It's been going on a long time. Remember, it was called something else before. She changed the name, and she'll keep changing things because people think, it's something new, keep the dream alive, That's what she does. It's crap. Cecilia 2331. Hope that's how you say it. She really is just a grifter with a glorified Wonder Woman persona, saving the world in a delusional world, but more likely just an outright scammer. it still amazes me how people, if they have any amount of integrity in them, continue to work with her as she continues to spew lies and drag the carrot of interest of catching. Here is what is really going on in the world and a real leader for change. No faking around. Right. Yeah, it's funny that in there, the Wonder Woman persona, because everyone's going like, oh, she's like superhero to them. And that whatever she says, it's like a Marvel character. It's like, that's basically what it is. People can't wait to listen to a latest addition to fighting the dark side of whatever, when really it's more likely the dark is actually consuming her, because as time goes on, she seems to get worse in the things that she talks about, and people don't see it some people do see it, but not a lot of people see how what she talks about is all doom and gloom. There's nothing in there that says we're winning the war. There's no proof. There's no proof in there that anything has changed. So yeah, the carrot has been dangled in front, and it's purely for you to keep reaching out for that carrot. But as you do, it moves on, and you're never going to grab it. Eventually, like I said, you will get fed up of doing it, and you'll wake up and smell the coffee, and that's when you feel pretty bad about yourself. You know, our videos are not always for those that are already in with Kim's groups, you know, but our videos at the moment, I would say, are designed to prevent people going on to Kim's content, or at least to have a little taste of what's going on you know, on the other side of the coin. But we're also a crash mat, and we've been told this a few times by people, and we never really thought that way. But you know, we people that have joined Team Bubba, as in followed a lot of our content and joined the Telegram group, Facebook, you know, they've told us that they're so glad there's somewhere to go where they find out that they're not just on their own, that they've been made a fool out of. I mean, tell them, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel ashamed. We've been there. It does take time, and eventually all of you will wake up to it. Guarantee it. But of course, you do get the few that are in those groups, not just because of Kim. You're in those groups because there's something about the community you enjoy. Yeah, we know people that are still in the THI groups and in Kim's groups, but mostly in THI groups where they just like talking to like-minded people. You know, out there in the world is not a great place when you've got truth and you're looking at conspiracies and things like that. Finding out what the high and mighty authorities are doing to us. You need to talk about it with people. So you join these groups, and a lot of people don't even listen to Thomas Williams and stuff. They go, oh my God, this talks crap. I'm in here because I like the people that are in the groups. And the same in Kim's. And then what do? You ask a question, you get removed, and you can't find them people anymore. And that's how bad it is. Thank you for that lovely comment. Kimok 5148, according to text, back and forth from her and Thomas. She still owes Thomas Williams money. Yeah. I think you cover it in another one of your comments about how much it is. He's even said it in one of his shows that she owes him I think he said $150,000 or something like that, just for the work he did on the trust. $150,000. Oh well, you should have done what Tank did then, mate. He got $100,000 out of it. Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty jealous, was Thomas Williams. He keeps telling us, we shouldn't be doing it. We shouldn't be thinking about the money side. We should just be thinking of not relying on the money from the trust. But then he comes out and says, Kim still owes me $150,000 of unpaid salary. About all those Thomas Williams that have put thousands of hours in and still are for free, while Kim's pulling in millions of pounds a year just for the UNN. Yeah. So don't give us this bullshit that you don't care about money. But then, you ask him, where's my salary? But yeah, Kimok 5148, you bang on there. Kim also owes him money, and we'll come into showing some screenshots of the fallout in the MeWe chat, because it was like, wow, probably one of the best days of our lives, that, as in like Team Bubba life. Seeing Kim and Thomas throwing insults at each other, calling each other out, admitting that Kim owes him money. He gave her money, and we know he took the money from the People's Club, so Kim could get things done on her face. It wasn't Ava Cowan that was being given money for collagen, for thinners, for Botox. It was Kim. And it was Kim not just for that, but also for other parts of the body I'm not going to go into. And like I said, we don't have a problem with people want to do that. No, we're not all happy about our bodies. But for someone to make a change to their bodies, it gives them more confidence. That's fine by us, because psychologically it can affect you. People have. Why not have things changed? If it makes you feel good, there's a line where you draw, I know this because I had a friend that went through that. There's something about them that, they just looked at it every day and went, I'm talking about someone that wanted to have their nose done. Unfortunately, he didn't stop there. Once they got that nose done, they thought, I'll get my cheekbones done now. I'll go and get this done. I'll go and get that done. Don't stop sometimes with some people, but hey. So yeah, she owes him a lot of money, and she's got a taste for expensive handbags and things like that. And a lot of this information has come from Thomas Williams, so it's not just making it up. But we can't really put the information out there, how we got that information, because it'll expose someone. I'm talking private chats between two different people. Anyway, so yeah, yourself and Thomas showed proof of these texts. Kim has never ever proven anything. She couldn't stop wars, abuse, child trafficking, hurricanes, or even Biden's appointment. She cannot prove or provide proof of absolutely anything, even with her millions of helpers. I stopped my subscriptions months ago, and they still try to take money from my bank account for subscriptions. It's all a con for the greed of money and money to support her lifestyle. Yeah, this is someone that actually has done their research, and the way it is that there's a fantastic point in there about the subscriptions. We've had a lot of people come forward to us, and we're talking about a lot, that have said we're getting fed up of this. They keep trying to take money out of my bank account after the subscriptions have ended. And the thing is, it's not a standing order or a direct debit when you subscribe to their account. This is what we've been told, that you have to give them your card, your bank card, long number, expiry date, and your security code on the back. It's on rolling, and they go into the app and they try and cancel it. But what happens? Yeah, it tells you your subscription's been cancelled, but they take money out after it. And if you're one of these people that don't keep an eye on your bank account, then it could be months down the line and you realise, oh my God, I've been paying for this for like 6 months. been taking $10 out of my bank account. Wondered where that money went, So the only way to stop it is to get in contact with your bank and tell them that you want this stopped, or you're going to have to get a brand new bank card. Thanks very much for that comment. So moving on to the house, the Continental. I'm sure you remember that video. It was hilarious. She's trying to basically compare where she lives with a movie, or should I say, the John Wick movie with a hotel they call the Continental. Absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Someone called Elizabeth Hudson 2107. Bubba, you do not listen to her 3 days a week. I get it. She does say the same thing over and over. I just listen once a week to keep my debunk of her ongoing. Yeah, at first I was hoping she was doing something, but the stories she tells are really tall tales. And the throat clearing is either cancer from source or all the lies or tells that she's lying. Trump is a chump, white hats, aligned rats, alliance is no defiance. Governments are all liars, satanics, pedos, traffickers, and slime. I could go on. Sounds like we're in hell already. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, she focuses on like a Batman movie, Everything's in Gotham City seems to be dark, and that's basically where Kim lives. And she thinks we live in the same place, and I don't. I definitely don't. There's some beautiful things going on in this world. It's not all hell, but it does sound like it. You're right there, Elizabeth Hudson. You're bang on. It sounds like we're, what's the point in going on? Because her dictation sounds like we've lost all the time. Then eventually she'll put something in saying, "Oh, we won. I took these people out." Yeah. No, we don't listen to. We used to listen to her bits, but since she put it behind a paywall, we depend on people to send us stuff to keep us up to date, especially anything significant that we could put in a video to try and help people. But yeah, mental, absolutely mental woman. Taralotti. Unfortunately, it seems the link to Kim's updates posted by other subscribers of hers have now been blocked for copyright reasons. Since when information that affects our very own lives and livelihoods is subject to copyright laws and requires a paid subscription, Kim supposedly being different from Marduk should demonstrate first in real life her selfless caring and altruistic motives towards humanity, our planet and all life under attack by these insane, greedy and money-focused psychopaths. It took her no time to eliminate one of her own subscribers from Odyssey for posting her own information for free. But she allows all the reptilians, Black Sun, Chinese elders, Kazarian mafia, alien regressives, etc., to exterminate billions of lives in a game of power, control and earth enslavement for endless years. What a joke on humanity and all free-thinking people. Yeah, copyright, and isn't that funny? One of our own subscribers, someone that must be following her and wants to put that so-called good information out there to the world that's supposed to help us all. She reports that channel for copyright. How unbelievable that is. Surely if you've got information that's life or death, that's going to change people, why would you put it behind a paywall? Surely you're better off asking people if they want to donate. I can probably accept that a lot more. But why demanding? You want to hear some music about what's going on in the world that could probably help you stay alive? Well, you better pay me $10 a month. Then I'll tell you. And what's the most weirdest thing about this? Copyright for her material. She finds it okay, though, to steal everyone else's information from other channels. All the information she gets is not just from YouTube, social media platforms that you can Google. It's from the dark web. It's from things that what you don't understand is that she's constantly reading the internet all day long. It's complete paranoia, what people think of her. And she's making notes. You think, oh my God, she's got such knowledge. No, she's got a fantastic mind that she remembers things. It's not her content. That's the weird thing about it. And we're talking about copyright when she's selling IPTV, TV channels, thousands of TV channels. That's not hers. You people that pay for that IPTV, it's up to you. But what you don't understand is that that's copyright. But that's okay. But if she wants to give something that should be free because she's ground commander, she demands money. Don't you understand what's going on here? It's all about money. It's not to do with waking people up at all. So even though we don't believe that people putting free information out there is good for our cause of taking her down, it is good for people that have got no money, that are in third world countries that have to travel miles to an internet cafe just to find out what Kim's up to, because they believe they have to hang on to something, that something's going to change in their world. But sadly, it's not through her, but it will do, because that's how the universe works. Things do change. There are scumbags that are deliberately doing things to our world, purging and people and stuff like that. It's disgraceful, evil. But I tell you, Kim is not doing anything to stop any of that, because she's got no power at all. Great comment there, bang on about the copyright. We put the links in a couple of our videos. It was in that one as well, I think. For people that are we're giving out for that information of Kim for free, and those channels are being taken down purely because of Kim going, oh, dare you use my content? I'm losing subscriptions there. Yeah, someone that was getting a few thousand views, it's costing her thousands of pounds or dollars a month. Yeah, so that's what it is. What it is. Tuned by nature. If she's an organic AI controlled by handlers, she's not really human. If she is, it makes sense that she references unreality or movies. Her mind is split with no footing in reality. Higher states of consciousness and energy of the universal love. Only a machine is expected to work with no breaks. Sunny hits the nail on the head by pointing out Kim's many visits to far off planets on the planet. Basically, she visits planets but doesn't actually leave the planet. Yeah. How is it possible, Miss Possible? Or I need to go through the Kim system, through my implants and my vivid imagination. Somebody needs to go and shake Sunny by the shoulders. Wake up! Yeah, the thing is, Sunny is fully awake. She knows what Kim's saying's bullshit. But like most news readers in the like CNN and that, they know it's crap, but they put it out because it's their job and they're getting paid a lot of money. Remember, Sunny's one of the 4 or 5 that are on the books. We're not even properly on the books, but they get money. Sunny's given up a lot. She had her own blog, she had her own channel, she had her own businesses where she was making a lot of money. And now she's getting paid thousands a month to spew Kim's crap. And what she does a lot of work on takes hours and hours a day to prep for. It might only be a 2-hour section of one of her videos, but that could take a couple of days to set up, to put together. It does take a lot of time, and that's why there's a lot of people, thousands of people putting thousands of hours in to collate all this information, to build the websites, keep them going, and they don't get nothing. But yeah, she does need a shake on the shoulders to say, stop being stupid and tell the truth. But she does, she knows. Cecilia 2331. I followed Kerry Cassidy for 15 years. She's part of the large PSYOP. Still selling JFK Jr. is alive. 107 is JFK Jr. Trump is our savior, etc. King Goguen, Kerry Cassidy, Charlie Ward, David Wilcock, Corey Good are not concerned about your welfare. They're all just enriching themselves in your gullible expense. Wake up. The establishment is doing everything to entertain and distract you from what's really going on. Yeah. Remember that a lot of these people started off with good intentions. They thought, I want to try and do something for the light, for the good. Then eventually they get an opportunity to make a lot of money. So they give up their normal jobs and get tons of money. But it's not enough. It doesn't. So when they get a blank mind of what to say, or then they have to make something up, because they see people turning off saying, that's not really that good anymore. It's like you watching a drama. There's nothing juicy in the drama. You go off it and switch over to another channel. Well, they don't want that. So they make up the shit. David Wilcock had some good stuff at the beginning. And sometimes that's put out good stuff now and then. But then you have to get Corey Good on side to make up some bullshit about, what was it, 20 back? Trying to make out that he'd done 20 years of working for space and Space Force. And then when he'd finished, they put him back to when he was a kid again. He rings it 20 years of his life. I'm not saying he's wrong, but there's a lot of inconsistencies there. Just doesn't make sense. If we ask the questions and you don't get answers, that's what a lot of people were doing. They just blanked them. David Wilcott as well, in with Thomas Williams, in with the bad guys for a long time. Charlie Ward the same, not very good. Kerry Cassidy, you know what I'm talking about. Kimok 5148, she has never left her house in 4 years, runs 3 systems from her house that no one has ever seen. Banking, military and media. Common sense will tell you that it will take a football field of IT equipment. She never pays anyone except Lisa, Sonny, Vera and Mike. Everyone is working for free. She has no money except subscriptions, and Clive Rice, it's Chris Rice that I think, yeah, Chris Rice, was at her house and made it clear she has no proof whatsoever and of any systems at all. Lots of holes in her stories. Yeah, let's go to Chris Rice bit first. I watched a lot of all those interviews, which he put out for free. He went to the house, and not many have done that. And he come back and said afterwards, summarised it. He gave her at least 4 attempts to tell the truth, and all she come out with was some pictures of something she pulled from a vault. And she said it comes from a bunker, but she forgets that people that were in the Cosmic Voice, she showed the same crappy photographs back in Cosmic Voice, and nobody was interested in them then. So she brings them out, tries it one more time. Chris Rice is going, okay, some artifacts from a vault or bunker. Doesn't prove anything. Why isn't the one with you holding it up next to your face? That could be from anyone. And he was right. I think Chris Rice was more upset that she wasn't on the same page with him about his religion as well, which is fine. Yeah, we all have our beliefs, but going to the a football field of IT equipment, I've worked in some places that have data centers that are as big as Walmart, and that's still not as powerful as what Kim's got. It's massive. You're right. I mean, I went to one place and it had data centers next to each other, which I would say 2 to 3 football fields. The amount of money it cost to keep one of those running, just in air conditioning, is millions of pounds a year, because those servers get hot. All the networking, all the cabling, the servers that you put in need to be maintained. You need support people. The lighting, the security, you name it. It's just a small portion. But this person must have an idea about IT. I do myself. I said I've worked in areas like that, not inside them, but I've been in them, and I can tell you now, they're massive, and there's a lot of planning goes into these systems. Just for the cooling of the servers, you have things like hot and cold aisles to want to suck all the heat from the back of the cabinets, because you're talking one cabinet, which is like a telephone box, might have 50 servers in there, blades. Yeah, so hot. And for her to say that she's got this, and there's absolutely no way the money from a news channel can pay for that. You'd need corporation money. You would need trillions, I'll probably say, for what Kim says she's got to outsmart the agencies like CIA, Mossad, and all this lot, MI5, all the banking. And where's this quantum computer? It's just doesn't add up. Just complete bullshit. But thank you for that, Kim. Yeah, well done for pointing them bits out. You're spot on there. Seaburns 54. Why don't you call the doctor that was assigned to her when she was committed? Kim is hurting people and did an illegal streaming of TV movies of her followers. Could and should be fined for. You talk a lot of shit, but call the doctor that she had when in the mental ward. I'm a bit confused with your message. 2 reasons why. I don't know what this illegal streaming. Sorry, yeah, you're talking about the IPTV. Yeah, why would I call a doctor about that? Call the police. Yeah, we tried that. We've not heard anything back yet. Well, not the police, but telling that she's selling illegal TV streaming to people. We've done that. Not heard anything at all. It's probably they're doing the rounds. They probably will catch up to her. You just got to Google it up, and you'll see that big TV streaming services are getting taken down, and those are linked to it are getting jail sentences and fines. Let's hope she's next on the line. So call the doctor, because so let's just go back, and I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but if you call a doctor and you ask questions about a patient, they're going to tell you to get lost. I think you know that. You're just trying to be a bit cocky. See Burns 54. But again, thanks for your comment. Liberty Tree 55. Kim is a scam artist. She's programmed to be a scam artist. They think they can continue to scam the world and sit on all of the private trusts, which have been kept from funding all the world's needs forever. This bimbo and her handlers think they are all going to the be the gatekeepers of God's storehouse of abundance. They're going to be greatly disappointed, and they will be punished severely. They were warned repeatedly. Okay. All I'm going to say about this comment, again, thank you very much. Yeah, you con and scam artists, they're very clever. They're not dumb people. They know how to get your attention. What they do is, and all of them start with, like you've put in there's abundance for the world. We're all going to get a payout, and you can get projects. And most people that follow Kim and Thomas Williams and Charlie Ward, they are good people. They're not in it for money, not greedy people. They would like the money to help people, to change the world. They've had enough. I mean, they must be good, because a lot of them are working for free right now. So, yeah, they offer the carrot of money for project funding to change the world, but it never comes. And yeah, people are greatly disappointed. Yeah, okay. Someone here saying Lucifer's wife's boyfriend, she's not sitting on anything except shackles she farmed from gullible fools she scammed, dude. Okay, I remember this Lucifer's wife's boyfriend. Thanks for your comment. He was replying back to someone that left a few abusive comments that I blocked on BitChute. I said we don't mind people getting into bait, but when you start swearing and insulting people, it's not. You don't do that on our channel, especially to people that are viewing and leaving comments. There's a way of doing it with a little bit of etiquette, and if you can't do that, then and you're a Kim follower, it just kind of shows you what Kim you've actually. It's quite contagious. The dark side of Kim's, because there is, it kind of feeds onto certain people, and this person did that. So Lucifer's wife's boyfriend was replying back to that person. But yeah, the shackles, that's right, that's what it is. That's what she's sitting on. And that person that was leaving all this, again, he or she was pretty pissed off that someone that he or she classed as a hero, Kim, because we called them out. And you've probably touched a nerve there, thinking some doubt that you already had, we just triggered, and you're pissed off about it. So you start abuse, and that's what happens, unfortunately. Ceciliac 2331, how can people listen to this bullshit and never wake up? This must be really old, since Thomas Williams and Kim are still buddies. Kim left Thomas behind for greener pastures. Thomas looks dejected. Her stories are getting more and more elaborate, but she still uses a lot of old lies. Ava Cow must be laughing her head off. She's no longer channeling any alien. She moved to bodybuilding, etc. Think about that name, Truth, Honor, Integrity, the home of Thomas Williams. Kimmy's still pretending to be representing those attributes during her quest to restore the earth with her Wonder Woman bonus. Yeah. Thanks, Cecilia. You leave quite a few good comments and constructive ones. Yeah, Thomas Williams, he was pretty peed off when Tank Kim used him. She did say she wanted to do a news channel, and he didn't want to. He said, "No, stay with the THI. This is a better thing to do." And he got left behind, basically. Tank jumped in, saw an opportunity. I want to be the number two to Kim, Yeah, Eva Karen, bless her. That's our last video. Some horrible things happened to her family. If you believe it or not, it's still something that you don't really want to happen. Let's hope, it didn't, because you don't want elderly people to be going through demonic stuff. But But I don't believe, we don't believe in Team Bubba. The core members believe that Kim is capable of doing that, because otherwise she'd be bashing us with demonic. I can clearly, honestly tell you, I live with a lovely family, and I think a lot of this demonic stuff, if you leave it open, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Of course it does. But if you leave yourself open to attacks, you do need help. You do need help. I understand that. There are people that get attacked by different entities and stuff. But if I was to get attacked, it would be coming from her. Would not be coming from her, because she's not capable. I mean, don't be wrong. The power of the mind is, and she's probably an energy vampire, and probably sits there and does voodoo or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know. It's people's opinions are all different, and for Ava to have experienced of someone cursing or whatever, I do believe you can do that, But if she did remove that curse on the family, the demonic stuff, and then gloats about it and things like that, because that's what Ava Karen was saying in her letter. She's scumbag, is Kim. Absolute. I told you, she's very, very dark. If there was any kind of power she has, it'd just be power of, wishing bad things on people. One of these people that doesn't, you probably met them. They're only interested in listening to someone that's having a bad time. So it's like Facebook, or some other social media. Someone put all their good things that's happened to them all week. Some people will be going, "Oh my gosh, can't stand that person anymore." But as soon as they put, "Oh, I don't believe it, some bad things happened to me today," they go, "Oh, what happened? What happened to you?" It does happen. Another one from Kimok5148. Ava Karen was the alien from another planet. Ava worked with Kim, Kirsty Adams. This entire thing was a fraud set up with Kim, Thomas, Ava, Megan. So this is a different video. This is UP Universal Protection Unit. We've revisited. I know we've gone over it a few times, and we apologise about all that in the past. But yeah, that's true. Ava Karen was the alien on that. And I think the whole show, she doesn't want any of you to watch, otherwise she'd be talking about it all the time, telling you, go and watch that one of Thomas Williams on his YouTube channel. It was great. There's aliens on it from the council. She don't want you to watch that. It's up to you if you don't want to watch it. Donna 307. I don't know. Kim is legitimate. You need to go down what we call the rabbit hole and educate yourself how this world is run. Have you ever wondered why there are no more mandates where we have to be locked up in a house wearing a mask? It's because of Kim. You have to watch her videos to know. Excuse me. The soul inside you is asleep until you awaken to the truths of the world. You'll never know. Oh, you never know nothing. Okay, well, I mean, the rabbit hole you're talking about, well, I've been down that rabbit hole, my friend. A lot of us have. Donna, you probably, maybe, I don't know you, but I personally I've been down this rabbit hole with Kim and Thomas Williams for a few years. And when I woke up to it, it was quite painful. Fortunately, you seem to be in that rabbit hole. Not a good one. There's plenty of rabbit holes out there and information. You just need to. There's nothing wrong in listening to Kim and Thomas Williams and Charlie Ward and things like that. But you need to be a person that knows when someone's talking shit, and you just take the good bits from all these. Could be from anyone, even Kerry Cassidy or whatever. She put some good stuff out. But there's a lot in there that's thinking, wow, what a load of bullshit. So it's down to you as a human individual to believe what you want to believe. Now, if you think that's Kim, that stopped all the mandates and stuff, you're you're totally wrong. Kim did nothing. This is Kim, right, that said, and along with Thomas Williams, said that when COVID started, it'd be over and done with in a week. He didn't, did it? You know for a fact how long it went on for. So you need to go back and listen to some of their old shows and see what they said about COVID and the lockdowns and everything else. Queenable, thanks again for getting the truth out. Hope that soon some of the people who are scammed will take courage, swallow their pride and come forward with their stories. I don't think anything would be more effective in exposing and shutting down the whole scam agenda once and for all. That will give the authorities necessary evidence to take action. Yeah, I think people that have been scammed, they need to not take it personal. We've all done it, and that's why they say we keep the Team Bubba thing going. It's like it's a landing place for people that have been scammed, not just for money, but through time, their effort they've put into helping her out, and also mentally. Remember, there's good people in those groups, like I mentioned earlier on. And you've told Kim's stories to your friends, and they've gone, "You're mental. You're a tinfoil hat person." Librink man, I will not like or subscribe. I love Kim and believe she's trying her best for us humans. Okay, well, thanks for your comment anyway. I don't mind comments like that. I seem like a nice person. Cat One Stevens, what's wrong with the intentions of cleaning up the corrupt operating system of the planet? Kim is not God, but she does a job that no one else is doing. Her transfers to the Trump administrations and transcribes. So someone should check it out and see if it's transcribed. If it is, then Kim, the UNN, tells the truth, or at least more truth than all the globalists and their battery supporters. I like Kim's common sense way of thinking. Instead of what I see daily here in Norway, a bunch of war in Ukraine, money spending supporters. WTF are wrong with you and common sense creatures. Well, I hope over in Norway there are people that you can talk to about that maybe can open your eyes a little bit, because I know there's people in this country, in the UK where we live, and in America and places like that. They're not all Kim supporters. I think you clearly are. You seem to think that whatever she puts in her channel comes true. It probably does, but it's only because she's getting the information from somewhere else. But I can tell you now, she has not changed anything. I like what you put in there. What's going on in Ukraine and other places like that, why hadn't she stopped it then? There's still people being hurt, innocent people. It's never the top people that get hurt in wars, as you know. It's those poor people living in the streets, that houses, hospitals getting blown up and things like that. Refugee camps. I won't go into all that, but you know what I'm talking about. Kim's got millions of entities that she calls troops. Well, send them in. Stop it. It won't happen, will it? Because she ain't got anything. Leo T5ES. So 3 years later, and Tommy and Kim have been sitting on trillions. Joe Blow got installed. The world is an even worse tinderbox. Nothing has been accomplished. We didn't even elect your or Kim's agenda. We didn't put you or the WEF in charge. The next one he put is, Kim doesn't just delete questions. If you question Kim at all, she deletes you completely. Like Lisa deleted me and a friend on a Telegram channel while asking for clarity. Is Trump really dead, Kim? She claims at least 2 different dates that were months apart of him to have been dead. Yeah, nothing's happened, has it? She's got this Kim system, and to change the world, we still live in a beautiful planet with beautiful nature and animals, but with some horrible things going on. That hasn't changed. That's still exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Horrible things happening to people. One life matters. It's because people say, oh, you know, collateral damage and stuff. No, every life matters. Every life has the right to be alive. So yeah, brilliant comments there, thank you. But yeah, the Trump thing, I remember that. She's put it out loads of times, Trump's dead. But when you ask the question, and I know people have asked question and got a response back only through one of her messages, through, I don't know what it was, might have been Thomas Williams or whatever. I said they were clones. That's why. That's how she gets by. She'll say that George Bush died 3 times. And then she'll say, but there was all clones. And, you know, it's just bollocks. So when she says, oh, we took all these people out, oh, well, there must have been all clones then, because they were back again and still doing the same job. Kimok 5148. Kim has 1.5 million helpers in the air and 1.3 on the ground, but she cannot catch a few pedos. She is a joke and one of the biggest scammers I know. She still owes Thomas Million 100,000. So now, when he requested his money, she says, she says he's black son and a pedo. Kim was in mental hospital for quite a while. She has never mentioned that to anyone. No, we know about that, and the information you probably got from somewhere else. Several people now said that she was in a mental institute. It's not us mocking that. What we're trying to say is that she was in there with Thomas Williams, and they're both in a position that got people under them, and they're just making crap up with no proof. You know, they're just delusional. Yeah, she's got all these millions of people or ground helpers. Why can't she, you know, she calls us pedos. I'm sorry, but if I had that amount of people and I saw children being hurt, I'd get those ground helpers and I'd catch these Team Bubba pedos and stop them from hurting children. That's exactly what I would do if there was any truth in it at all. So yeah, so why come she can take out bunkers and everything else, but she can't take us out? She can't take out Barry Bigham in his basement, his mummy's basement. That was a brilliant comment, thank you. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll do some more of these. Thank you for, you know, I'll say please post the comments. We don't mind if you believe what we say, or, you know, you do. We'll share them on here. Just to show people that, you know, we don't hide stuff. The only ones we block are the ones where people are not being nice, horrible. Remember, we're all in the same boat here. Even though we're exposing Kim and Thomas Williams, we still believe in a lot of things that you do. We want good things to happen in the world. We help people around us outside of Team Bubba. We do good things, just like you do outside of you leaving that comment. Just because you leave a comment, don't say, oh, you just leave comments all day and don't do anything in the world. I don't know. We don't know if you do or not. The thing is, you shouldn't judge people unless you really know. I think we've got the right to judge Kim and Thomas Williams. We've got plenty of information on them. We're in a position to do that. That's why we don't get on the, you know, saying things about Kerry Cassidy and that. We just mention what we know. I'm sure if we wanted to expand on it, which we have no intentions of, going down that rabbit hole, pulling out things on people like that, you could do it yourself. You don't need us to do it. We're nothing special. In fact, you know, I said we do this as a hobby to help people. We don't do it for money. We don't do it for anything. You know, our families really understand the amount of time we put into research. You know, to call people out that are scamming people, and they see the messages that people send us and emails, and they go, "Oh my God, that's terrible." Yeah, but we can't share that because it's not right for us to just put something out without permission. People are scared, and they have the right to be scared because, you know, she's a dangerous person, is Kim. only because she can tarnish your reputation through the internet. We're talking about people that would actually call your company, the company you work for, and call you and say stuff about you. We know, I'm not saying Kim has done that, but we know she's been involved with Thomas Williams, and he has done that several times. Horrible man. Horrible, horrible man. Right, everyone, thanks very much for listening and your patience. And it's been an hour. I hope you have a lovely day, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.